Sharkie Gamer here, and welcome to another PSVR video. So in this video, we'll be playing Danger Ball. So that is another game included in the VR World collection. So Danger Ball is basically like a 3D Pong that's in VR. You're basically fighting multiple opponents, and you're trying to get the ball into their goal and to get a point. And 5 points wins the round. So I'm going to show you both tournament and quick play mode in this gameplay, so let's do it now. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at Danger Ball. So this is like a 3D Pong style game, where you're kind of shooting a ball back and forth. So let's play. So we're going to do the tournament mode. So tournament mode is basically, you go against usually 6 opponents, and each round you have to get 5 points to go to the next round. It's usually pretty cool, and you get random amount of opponents. Every time it's different. Sometimes you get lucky and get really easy opponents, and other times you get opponents that have special abilities that become a real pain to do. So let's play tournament. So in this game, you're sort of using your position of your headset, and you're moving it back and forth to hit the ball back and forth to your opponent and try to score a point. And look at this arena. It's pretty cool. You're like floating in this middle of a glass box in the middle of a stadium. Looks really amazing. This guy's usually pretty hard. So let's see how we go. You can spin the ball if you kind of hit it at an angle. And sometimes you miss the ball quite frequently. And if I go silent, it's because I'm trying to focus on trying to hit the ball. It's very hard to hit it while you're talking. But you can see there your kind of interface is down the bottom there, so you can see how it says 2 and 1. And some opponents really have just these crazy abilities that just make it harder. So the game just gets harder by naturally, because you have these kind of opponents that have weird abilities. This guy's not too bad at the moment. Sometimes he can be a pain. And it's kind of cool because you kind of know where the ball's gonna go. Like I knew a mile away that I was gonna miss that, but positioning is actually quite cool. There we go, round 1-1. So now we're on to round 2, and we'll see who we get. I do love the stadium though. Nitro. This guy's usually a pain. Alright, let's see how we go against this guy. He makes the ball go super fast, so you gotta keep an eye on it. This guy's usually quite hard to beat. some opponents are just naturally harder. This guy's one of the irritating ones that does get a bit annoying. Man, I haven't even got 1 point yet. This is when it gets kind of annoying. Trying to get just one measly point, and you can't even get one, and he's already got 2. Now 3. Oh man, I don't think I'm gonna win this one. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win this one. I got one of these hard opponents that just ridiculously hard. And I lost. Yeah, sometimes tournament mode, it's sort of luck of the draw what kind of competitor you get. Some of them are actually pretty cool, while others are just really ridiculously hard. We'll just go into the quick play, and I'll show you some of the kind of characters. So, you've got different they're all different colours. They all kind of do different things, like there's Dupe here, which we'll just do easy just to kind of illustrate what he's like. Now Dupe actually duplicates the balls. So as you can see, he duplicates the ball, so sometimes you gotta hit both of them. Usually I'm not too bad at hitting both of them. And it can work to your advantage too, because sometimes by hitting 2 balls and you hit both of them, he can't cover both of them himself, so it makes it easier to score. And other times, you know, it makes it much harder because he sends 2 balls your way, especially when it gets to more higher difficulty levels. Can't believe I missed that one. So that's the risk you have of trying to do one of those spin balls. You try to go for a spin ball, and you kind of miss the ball completely. Done that many times. Managed to get a point. 4-2. Got 1 more point to defeat him. There we go. So it's pretty cool. Sometimes I feel like just playing a tournament round, playing through the tournament, and other times I just do a quick play, and then just play one character. You know, just play a random character. Some of them are pretty cool, some of them are really hard. Like I think Buzzsaw. I think Buzzsaw's pretty hard. Let's do a medium. He's usually pretty hard. I probably won't win this. But just to get an illustration how just changing your opponent's special abilities just makes it that much more harder. I still really like the stadium. Looks incredible. Yeah, so this guy's usually... yeah, he's horrible. I don't usually like playing against this guy. He usually either favors, like, bouncing it on the roof or going straight along the ground or the roof. And for some reason he's just really much... because the ball also goes random positions. And he'll stick to walls like that. And then... oh, I actually got a point there. That's surprising. I actually got a second point. I usually don't do as well against Buzzsaw. Maybe he's just being slack. See what I mean? That just went up and down on its own. This round we're actually pretty even, 3-3. Usually with Buzzsaw I'm like 1-4 or something. Let's see if I can beat him. Gotcha. Wow, I actually beat him. I don't normally beat him, so that's pretty cool. 5-3. Close one. But yeah, out of picking the opponents, you know, you get some cool ones. I'm trying to think. Let's do Tornado. And, we'll see what he's like. This game's actually pretty cool. I mean, it's like a 3D Pong, but it's actually pretty cool. It's really addicting to play. You kind of just want to keep playing it and see if you can get better and kind of win a tournament. Or win these kind of quick play rounds. Whatever it is. Let's see what Tornado's like. Haven't played this guy in a while, so... And it gets quite fast. Especially if you play on the harder difficulties, this gets kind of hard, and you got to kind of be quick at reflexes. But it's really cool to play. I really enjoy it. You do get tired after a while, though. And I think VR really helps the depth of this, kind of not only placement, but depth of where the ball is, where it's going to land. It really helps with this game, and it definitely makes it more interesting than your standard Pong. Man, I'm not doing so good. He's already got 2 points over my 1. Man. And completely missed that one. Nope. Not gonna happen. But yeah, it's a pretty cool game. So that was Danger Ball. So it's actually quite a cool little game. It's surprising. You wouldn't think, oh, a 3D Pong in VR. How is that interesting? But it actually is. It's well done, it's actually very enjoyable, and it's actually quite addictive. Like, you play a couple of rounds, and you're like, I actually kind of want to play a little bit more of this. It's pretty accurate when you're playing it as well. Like, wherever you're kind of looking with your basic VR headset, you're going to move the paddle in the game, which of course then you can hit the ball. And you can do that little spin move by just kind of twisting your head a little bit, and it kind of shoots the ball up like a spin. The main thing, of course, that makes it harder is, of course, the different opponents. So instead of just, I don't know, making certain mechanics or something difficult, they've just made your opponents have special abilities or just different shapes, and that, of course, makes it harder, because some of them can block the ball a lot better, and some of them do ridiculous kind of combo moves back at you, like speed or, you know, duplicating your balls or doing a whole lot of other things as well. And that, of course, makes the game a lot harder. So I guess it just makes it so you can go back and play and get better at it and enjoy it a little bit more. Because it's definitely an enjoyable game. Like, sometimes I just kind of feel like playing Danger Ball, so I just quickly drop into the game, pop up on the VR headset, and of course have a quick play, or if I feel like it, do a tournament. Which it's usually pretty hard to go through and actually win a tournament, because by the time if you get to like the 4th or 5th rounds, you start getting the really hard opponents, and they just beat you. They just beat you senseless. You get like 1 point, if that, if not 0, and they just get 5 straight away. So it gets kind of difficult. But you can get good at it, and sometimes you just get lucky and you get the easy opponents, and you just fly right through it. So Danger Ball, I do recommend it as a game. It is pretty fun. It's a good game to start with VR, because you're not really moving around a lot. You're just moving your head to kind of hit the ball. So it's a good starter VR game if you're not used to VR yet, and you're worried about getting motion sickness. Then definitely play Danger Ball. Especially if you've got VR Worlds, and absolutely you can play a bunch of games on there. And they just get you up and running and sort of get into VR a little bit more. So you just get a bit more immune to it before you go to the more intense games. But Danger Ball is definitely a game that I go back to quite a few times, and it's just really enjoyable. It's one of those things like I wish they make a full game out of this, and not just like a different type of ball game, something like this, something maybe that has a little bit more mechanics though. And I know some of you guys would probably like multiplayer, if you can play with your friends or something like that. But definitely have a little bit more mechanics, maybe a little bit of strategy or something in it. Maybe if you hit the ball a certain way, you can trigger different moves or something. I don't know. There might be a whole lot of things you could do with this. So I hope they kind of come back to Danger Ball, or maybe something similar to Danger Ball, where they make something really cool and really fun that's actually as addictive as Danger Ball is. But overall, I would recommend playing this game. It's just really fun. Anyway, guys, I'm Sharkie Gamer. Like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. And don't forget to keep an eye for the next VR video, which will be a VR luge. So don't miss that. Thanks for watching, guys.